Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. Today is the 11th day of April 2023. It is a Tuesday. You're watching the morning briefing, and it's a little different today than it was yesterday. Yesterday, nothing but blue sky and warm temperatures. Today, things are changing. As I look out the window from the home office this morning, it's cloudy. Those clouds will burn off, but we are going to be seeing some cooler weather. The temperatures we saw yesterday are not going to come back for a while. I'm sure for some of you that's a good thing, and for some of you that are yearning for the warmer weather of spring that we often see, well, we're going to have to wait a while. Let me show you how we did yesterday. These are some of the high temperatures we saw up and down the area during the day on Monday. Sacramento downtown went to 83. Nothing noteworthy about that other than, well, it took us so long to get into the 80s. Stockton hit 82, Auburn 77, Placerville 73. The foothills, man, it has been cold so far this spring, so this is a welcome sight for many. And even Truckee got up to 61, was actually 63 back on Sunday. But despite all of that, we aren't seeing any rapid snow melt. The snow is staying put for now, and everything looks good. So let's show you what's happening this morning. Love these satellite photos. So here you have marine layer. Yeah. The low clouds from the coast get pushed into the valley. You can kind of see them right here going through the Carquinez Strait right there and then spreading out in the valley. Cooler air coming in, condensing the moisture that's in the air and kind of gets pushed up into the foothills. You get up above, well, maybe 1,200 feet or so, and you're in nothing but sunshine other than a few clouds here and there, but that low overcast, this is what is going to be burning off. The other clouds that we see here and there, those will be sticking around throughout the day. On again, off again. So we'll see partly cloudy skies later. But if you're watching this and you still have a low overcast, that will be giving way to sunshine later in the day. Nothing in the way of rain with this. Let me show you the HRRR. And as you can see, there's only some scattered showers off to the north. There comes another little wave that'll be reinforcing the cool air. This is late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Another little wave up here has some showers that'll go through the northern part of the state. Some rain in Oregon again, but nothing really in California. This is Wednesday afternoon, but this is going to be the coolest day we will see. I'll show you the temperatures here in a second. And as you can see, we're getting one of those transitions from warm air to cold air without really anything in the way of precipitation. Let's talk about the temperatures a little bit. I'll show you this with, once again, the HRRR, and I'll fast forward to about the warmest part of the day today. So up and down the valley, temperatures will still be pretty nice. Mid-70s as we break out into sunshine. Yeah, I think 75, 76 seems about right for many areas up and down the valley. Again, it'll take a little while for the morning overcast to burn off, but once it does, temperatures will get into the 70s. And while that's quite comfortable, it is cooler than yesterday. So let's just kind of benchmark mid-70s for today. Let's get into the day on Wednesday. I'll stop at Wednesday afternoon at about the same time. Now as we go up and down the valley, now we're talking mid-60s. I think that may be a little too low. I think we may be in the mid to upper 60s. I think maybe 67, 68, something like that on Wednesday. But this will be the coolest day. We'll see. One other thing to note here, because this is the surface map showing you the temperatures, that's the color contours. You don't see the black lines here? Those are the surface isobars. And notice that they're starting to tighten up here. A sign of a north wind that's going to be increasing on Wednesday afternoon and into the day on Thursday. And the other thing is Thursday morning is going to be kind of chilly. This is Thursday morning, and up and down the valley, temperatures are down in the low 40s again. So here we go again. Another cool morning, a breezy, cool day. So let's talk a little bit about those winds. This is a product I love called CanSac. Let me blow that up a little bit. So this is the WRF model, and this usually does a really good job with our winds. And the area contours here that are in orange in Glenn County, Colusa County, Yolo County, part of Sacramento County, those are over here. And while it may be tough to see, those are sustained winds on this scale that are in the upper 20s to around 30 miles an hour. That'll give you gusts, 35, maybe 40. In places like Colusa and Winters and Fairfield and Dixon and Vacaville. Be kind of gusty on Thursday night and first thing Wednesday morning around the Sacramento area as well. There looks like there's going to be a little bit of downslope here as well. So down the Highway 70 corridor through Jarbo Gap and up toward Paradise, we'll also see some of that downslope wind that'll be gusty. So it looks like Wednesday night and into early Thursday morning, we're going to see some of those north winds once again. All right, let's get into the big picture here and show you what's going to be happening. Once again, I have to move this over a little bit so I can All right. So here's that deep trough that is bringing us the cooler weather for the next couple of days. That kind of hangs around into the day on Wednesday. Then it begins to move out Thursday. Here's that flow that gives us that north wind on Wednesday and Thursday. Behind that, we get a little bit of ridging, like right here. This is Friday. So Friday, we're back to sunshine. We warm up back into the low 70s and maybe mid 70s for the weekend. This is Saturday. You'll see lurking out here, there's another one of these deep lows. And yeah, that low will eventually kick in. The thing about these deep lows, though, is that out ahead of them, you have a nice ridge. So even though the ridge is centered over the Intermountain West, in our area right here, we're still pretty warm. This is Sunday. So I think the weekend, we're going to be at least in the mid-70s once again. And if you have any outdoor plans for the weekend, that'll be okay. This is Monday. Another trough comes our way, and it looks as though this one may be good enough to bring us some rain. Well, right now we're seeing that transition from warm to cold or warm to cool without anything in the way of rain. This pattern next week, this is next Wednesday night into Thursday, I do anticipate then we could get back into some rain. So yeah, the next couple of days, not bad. Just a usual spring fluctuation in temperatures. The highs in the 80s yesterday, just a preview of coming attractions, if you will, as we get closer to the real warm months. But it isn't here to stay. And while we have hit 80, it doesn't look as though we'll hit 80 again for the next 10 days or so. And again, next week, it does look as though we could get back into some rain and maybe some Sierra snow. So we still have a lot more to talk about before we settle into steady, sunny and warm. Sunny and warm. That's all I've got for you today, at least this morning, because of course I'll be on KCRA tonight at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. And tonight there'll also be a Facebook live chat at 8 o'clock. If you have any questions, be happy to field any of them for you. And if you like these morning briefings, go ahead and subscribe. I do appreciate that. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you later.